High in the halls of the kings who are gone, Jenny would dance with her ghost.
Slipping through the shadow city of Sunspear during the night for a rendezvous with Princess Ariane, Sir Arys Oakheart considers how unlikely it is for an Oakheart to even be in Dorne. Hailing from the Reach, the Oakhearts have been long enemies of the Dornish. The Kingsguard knight left Myrcella playing Cyvasse with Prince Trystane, and under the protection of the prince's sworn shield, Sir Gascoigne. Arys recalls his recent first meeting with Prince Doran, who advised him that Myrcella would be safer at the Water Gardens. All her guards and Sir Arys would accompany them there, but Doran asked him not to write King's Landing about the move. When he arrives at Ariane's secret location, he swears he will do no more than tell her it has to end, but her nakedness overwhelms him. After their passion is sated, Arys is once again consumed by guilt, but Ariane has a response for every one of his doubts. The knight feels he has dishonoured himself enough already, and he doesn't want to dishonour her. But Ariane's seductive words and gestures are difficult for him to disregard. When Ariane reminds him that he told her he loved her, Arys responds that he has sworn a vow. However, Ariane brings up several Kingsguard who have broke their vows, most famously Lucamore the Lusty and Terence Toyne, and even Prince Aemon the Dragon Knight, though Sir Arys doesn't believe that. She finishes with, "It is not our love that dishonoured you, it is the monsters you served and the brutes you have called your brothers." When Arys tells her that King Robert was no monster, he can't help but think that she is right about Joffrey, although he considers Tommen to be Joffrey's opposite, and he can't disagree with Ariane's persuasive words that Myrcella would be a better ruler. Their conversation turns to Criston Cole, Lord Commander of Viserys I's Kingsguard. At the time of Viserys' death, Sir Cole convinced Viserys' son Aegon II to claim the rule of the Seven Kingdoms. This led to the war between Aegon and his elder sister Rhaenyra, whom Viserys had long groomed as his successor. Ariane reminds Arys that in Dorne the eldest child rules, and had it not been for Criston the Kingmaker, even the Targaryen inheritance might have been rewritten. She then explains to him the real reason that Myrcella is being moved to the Water Gardens, to keep her away from those who'd seek to crown her. Arys tells her that the Water Gardens are not a prison, but she warns him that Areo Hotah will see that Myrcella does not leave, claiming he is terrible when aroused. Still unable to convince Arys that her suggestions are correct, Ariane hugs him and begins to tremble. Once again, she manipulates him by asserting that if the Sand Snakes can't be imprisoned by her father for wanting to crown Myrcella, she could too. She mentions that there are no secrets between Tyene and herself, and then tells him her father had never considered her worthy. Prince Doran tried several times to marry her off to old men of high birth, and when she was 14 she discovered a letter her father had written to her brother Quentyn, a ward of Lord Anders Ironwood for years. In the letter Doran wrote, "One day you will sit where I sit and rule all of Dorne, and a ruler must be of strong mind and body." Sir Arys argues that this couldn't be true, but when she asks him where Prince Quentyn is now, and his response is with Lord Anders Ironwood in the Boneway, Ariane tells him that is what her father wants everyone to believe. She has gotten word from some of her friends that Quentyn is across the Narrow Sea, and she is sure that he is hiring the Golden Company, who recently broke their contract with Myr. The Golden Company has never broken their word, since Bittersteel reformed them nearly 100 years ago, and since most of the members are exiles, the only reason they would change allegiance would be to return home to Westeros. And Anders' ancestors fought in 3 of the Blackfire rebellions, a fact that convinces Ariane that he seeks to crown Quentyn as the next Prince of Dorne. Ariane's final persuasive words are, "So your 2 princesses share a common cause, sir, and they share as well a knight who claims to love them both, but will not fight for them." Sir Arys then swears to defend Myrcella's right to rule, and to protect Ariane from anyone seeking to steal her birthright. When he asks her what she would have of him, Arianne purrs, all my love, my sweet love, and forever. But first, Myrcella.